So hey everyone, today I'm going to be doing the teen mom tag for you guys. I do want to address something really quick, which is the lighting. I just got a new light for filming videos and I had been messing with it for like the past half an hour, but it is 9 o'clock at night and I am very tired and I wanted to go to bed. So I just decided to sit down and film a video like this, and I promise the lighting will get better when I learn how to use it. So the teen mom tag I'm doing has 15 questions. And the first one is, how old were you when you were pregnant? When you got pregnant? I was 16 when I got pregnant. What were your career plans before you got pregnant? I was going to go into the Marines or the National Guard and then go to school for nursing. But obviously I got pregnant, so going into the National Guard or the Marines was just not an option. But the reason I kind of wanted to do that is because they would pay for my schooling then. And I thought that was like a fair trade-off, I guess, for not being in debt for the next 15 years of my life from paying for schooling. And now, I am still going to school to be a nurse. I am on set to graduate in 2022 with my RN. Were you and are you with the baby's father? I am with my son's father. We have been together for almost 2 years, so I was with him at the time that we made him, obviously, and I plan on being with him for the rest of my life. Do you live with your parents? We live with my dad, although when I was pregnant we did live with his mom. What's the hardest part about being a teen parent? I think that this is kind of a selfish answer, but I think it is finding time for yourself. As a stay-at-home mom, I don't have a lot of time for myself, because I always have Easton, or when I don't have Easton, I'm going to school. So it's just kind of finding time for yourself, because if you don't, you're going to lose your sanity. So I think it's very important to find time for yourself if you can. Do you work? I do not work. I am a stay-at-home mom. 8. How many friends do you have compared to before you were pregnant? I have less friends, but better friends now, I'd say. After becoming pregnant and everyone found out, I kind of realized who my true friends are compared to those who kind of like backed away and just kind of like disappeared after I got pregnant. Is your family closer now? So this one has a couple different answers. My family stayed the same. We've always been close as a family. But for Mason's family, one side we got a lot closer to, and then the other side we kind of grew apart of once my son was born. Do you wish you would have waited, or do you want other girls to be more careful? So for the first part, I obviously wish I would have waited. I kind of had my life planned out from when I graduated high school to when I graduated college. So this was just kind of an obstacle thrown in to kind of knock me off track, but we got back on track. So, do you want other girls to be more careful? I stress to everybody that asks me this question to be careful when you're having sex. It's a basic thing. My son was born on, we were using protection when my son was conceived, so I guess I really can't say much because protection doesn't always work, but you should always use it. I 100% like back up using protection. It can help you a lot. You guys really should use it. Otherwise you are in for a long journey. Name one misconception about being a teen parent. My biggest one that is always like, it really upsets me, is when people think that just because you're young, you're not as good as parent as someone who's 25 or 30 or, you know, older. I think being a parent or being a good parent is really based on the person you are yourself, not your age, because I have seen a lot of parents who are older who are horrible parents, and I've seen a lot of teen moms who are very good parents, but vice versa. I've seen a lot of teen parents who are horrible moms and dads compared to, you know, people that are 25, 30 and are amazing parents. I really do think it depends on the person to be considered whether you're a good parent or not. Do you think shows like Teen Mom glorifying teen parenthood. I do. Those shows do not show the sleepless nights that you have. They don't show the sick baby that you can never put down without them, you know, crying. They don't show the teething baby that, you know, is always upset and crying. They don't show a lot of those moments, more of the happy moments. There's a lot of happy moments, but there's also moments that really test you as a person that they don't show. That is the harder part of being a teen parent. How did your body change from pregnancy and after pregnancy? I didn't gain a lot of weight when I was pregnant. I gained maybe 20 pounds while I was pregnant. And then after I had my baby, I lost 30 pounds right away within like the first 2 weeks after having him, which dropped me below my pre-pregnancy weight. But I did have stretch marks, and stretch marks are kind of permanent, so that's one way my body changed, but otherwise my body bounced back very quickly, which I know isn't the situation for most people, so I am very lucky that my body bounced back right away. Do you plan to have more children, and when? I do eventually want more children at some point in my life. I'm thinking maybe after I graduate from college. I definitely don't want any before them, because having one child and being in college is hard. I could not imagine having 2 babies and being in college. So yes, I want them, but not till after I graduate college. And I want 1 or 2. I don't know how many more I want. It just depends on the situation that I'm in when I get there. One thing I wish I knew about teen pregnancy or being a teen parent before getting pregnant. I think that the struggle that you go through being a teen parent, there are so many different components of the struggle. There's having to finish school, there's having to go to college, there's the way people look at you, the way you're judged, all that really balls up to like a big struggle that you have. And one of the hardest struggles I think is just the way people look at you and how people automatically assume you're going to be a failure in life because you had a baby young, which is not the case at all. I see people who are teen parents and they are now 25 making more money than someone who graduated and went to college on time. So it is a real struggle being a teen parent, and you really don't know the struggle till you are in that position. And still, everyone struggles a little bit different, so I still can't say that my situation is the same as another teen mom's. I don't know her struggle. I can just say that in general, being a teen parent has a struggle. It may be different for everybody, but it is still a very rough journey that is going to take a lot more time to get through than someone, obviously, who did not get pregnant as a teenager. So that is it for my 15 questions. If you liked this video, make sure to like and then subscribe to my channel to see more of me in Easton. I hope you all have a great night, guys.